Okay, Ayo, Andrew, you know, the details about your characters in this film have been largely kept under wraps, but now we're at CinemaCon, your director's right here. What can you finally share about your roles or maybe the film?
You're looking at Luca.
I'm looking at
You're
Luca.
like, what can I say?
Whatever he says, I can say. I can say a little bit. Okay, we've.
Handmaid's Tale.
He's like, a little bit, but what are you going to share? That's
We play some messy people having a messy time.
Okay.
I play a messy person having a messy time. That's what I've got.
Okay.
Yeah, ditto to that.
So you are messy in this too.
But I wanted to share it myself.
Yeah. Well, I'm holding space for you.
I'm holding space constantly for you. It's the rare thing about working with Luca is that you get to play fully realized, majorly nuanced, balanced human beings. There's no good guy, there's no bad guy. Everyone is exactly who they are. Whether they're aware of it or not is another question.
Layered for sure.
So there's a lot of, and I think what Luca's films do so beautifully is it brings the audience into their own unconscious.
Yeah.
It kind of like accesses their own darker material that they haven't looked at in a while. And I think these characters are, there's something emerging for each of these characters that they're not aware what it is. And it's a delight to play in that kind of realm.
You know, something else I would make note about your films, Luca, is that you know how to assemble an amazing cast. I mean, what qualities do you look for in your actors as you're trying to bring your words to life?
I'm a lucky person first and foremost because I have been blessed by collaborating with these incredible artists. I am consistent. Like I've been wanting to work with Andrew for like 20 years and I discovered Ayo a few years ago and I was like, I want to work with Ayo. And there we are. And yeah, I think like, you know, like I think that because I have this passion for my actors, very profound respect, I would say.
You build a rapport and a
I
relationship
feel they feel the love. It's really interesting dynamic, you know, because everyone does their job, but at the same time there has to be a communication.
Right. You guys are working on it together to build
And
the
I
world.
believe in that. I think the movie is of the performances.
Right. You're also working with Hollywood legend Julia Roberts. I mean, what was that like for y'all?
Dream come true. Yeah, I fully. There's a poster of her in my house, and she knows that now, so it's fine.
Did she see you pay homage to her at the Golden Globes?
Yeah, she did.
Okay, yes.
I texted it to her first.
You did? Okay, good.
But it was such a gift. I mean, she is who she is for a reason, because she works so incredibly hard and just is like so profound in the work that she does, and she cares so much. And I think just a really beautiful tone for all of us to show up and want to do our best. And like Luca said, just sort of keep that love for each other and for the film like reverberating, and that just like all starts with her. She also has the greatest laugh and smile of all people ever. So
Can I ask you, Andrew, what's one thing that you were surprised to learn about her as you were working with her?
Well, you know, it's so tricky with, they say, you know, don't meet your heroes, and it's, I think what was the most surprising was that she's the exception in the sense that she could have been set up to be such an human being, you know, like enabled to the degree of like, oh yeah, you could get away with murder and people would not put you in jail, kind of thing. You're so adorable, you're so adored.
She probably earned that right too, right?
She fully earned that right, and I wouldn't ban. I'll bring, you know, I would take the hit for her.
yeah, okay, that's cool.
So I think what's surprising is that not only did she not end up being a terrible human being, she ended up being somehow one of the more warm people, and you forget it's Julia Roberts. You're just like with someone who's so genuinely curious, connecting and caring about every single person in the room, and it's very sincere. It's not an act. It's not something that she feels like she has to do. It's just like it's who she is in spirit. And I think I speak for all of us that we just truly love and adore her and feel like she, you know, she kind of created this kind of beautiful tone for us that shared with Luca on set.
Jeremy and John are also here but for different projects at CinemaCon.
Yes, they are.
Have you guys run into each other yet?
We just ran into John,
I love it.
which was really sweet and really cool, and he looks really buff and cool because he was.
The
Yeah, he
accountant
looks
too.
really strong. Yeah,
The
yeah.
accountant, you know.
He's looking like an accountant too. That's a bad joke. That doesn't make any sense. But that's fine. That's fine.
accountant.
My accountant doesn't look like that, is what I'll add to that, you
My
know.
father was an accountant.
Oh.
And now a swimming coach.
So he does kind
So
of
he's
look like
maybe
that.
a little buff.
Does
Maybe
kind
he
of look
doesn't
like
like
that.
John. Okay.
Don't sleep on accountants.
Exactly.
And that's the magic of CinemaCon.
We do come to this place for magic. Okay. Have you guys wrapped filming season 4 of The Bear?
Yeah. Yes. This is when it gets to any questions. It's not just a thing exclusive to this project. If you ask me any question
of
about any
course.
project, I suddenly am like hit with the Men in Black light.
And you did it
movie
today, right?
Reference.
Yeah.
CinemaCon.
You Blake, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure you're excited to share it with the world soon.
I am. I'm very excited. It was a really, really, really great time filming the season.
Andrew Barnes Scorsese says he's eyeing you and Miles Teller for A Life of Jesus. Have you met with him yet? Are there any chances we could see you in that next project?
Not me. Sorry. Don't too much there.
I don't think that's true, but
Flattering.
flattering that someone would make that up online.
Wasn't me, I swear.
No, it's a
Yeah.
sweet. No, I love him. If he asked me to do anything on any other film, I would do it.
Silence heads no.
Silence Heads No.
Yeah.
That's right. I was about to say the sequel to Silence.
Oh,
More quiet.
More
I don't know.
Silence 2, more Jesus. Yeah.
And finally, Luca, the new American Psycho. I know there were reports that Austin Butler was maybe going to play Patrick Bateman, but yesterday said you're still having those conversations to find the lead. Do you feel like Austin is a good fit for that, or do you have your eye on someone else for the role?
We're writing the script as we speak.
You are.
So we're there.
Imagine if he answered that.
I know.
Imagine if he was like, "Yeah, Austin could work, but there's a couple other people." Like,
I
that would
see
be
it
amazing
though.
if he
Don't you
actually
guys
just
see
really-
Austin as like Bateman?
I
think
think
Austin's
I
great.
Austin's great. Austin's amazing.
Yeah, anything Austin can do. I
It's
think.
true.
Yeah.
Speaking of buff accountants, yeah, Austin Butler.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Account 3. Let's go.
That's right, exactly, see?